Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Double honors to the high priest elders that were before them. Peace and salutations to sincere brothers out there pushing this word with all sincerity and in truth. It's the brother Tazamak from the Great Millstone Austin camp. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Okay, I want to go into the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. Okay. And it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Okay, let's go into this word. And this is in the Blue Letter Bible, where you find the root word etymology, because these words go back to the Greek and to the Hebrew. All right, so this word mark goes into a Greek word, G5480, charagma, the root word etymology from the same as charax. Okay, outline of biblical usage, it says a pale or stake, a palisade. All right, and Strong's definition, charax, to sharpen to a point through the idea of scratching. Okay, let's go back to charagma, G5480. Okay, and it says a stamp, an imprinted mark. It says thing, carved, sculpture, graven work. Strong's definition, charagma, a scratch or etching stamp as a badge of servitude, a sculptured figure, graven mark. Okay, so there's certain keywords that explain that can breaking what this mark is going into. And from when you're seeing things carved, an imprinted mark, all right, a scratch, this is physical. This is dealing with a physical part. Okay, so let's go into the word carved. Okay, it says of a hard material cut or engraved to proceed to produce an object, design, or inscription. Okay, let's go into the word scratch. Okay, because it says scratch, score, or mark the surface of something with a sharp or pointed object. All right, to engrave, incise, mark, or decorate an object or surface with a cut or a series of cuts. Engrave, cut, or carve. You see, so this is physically a procedure, right? The mark is going into a procedure that's going to require to engrave, to scratch, all right, to incise. Okay, ultimately an imprinted mark, it says a stamp or an imprinted mark. Things carved, carved is going into an incision, a cut in the flesh. So how is it that they're going to push this mark? Okay, as we see, let's get this link that I found that just came out a couple days ago, January 1st. It says Elon Musk plans high volume production of Neuralink brain chips and says he wants to automate the surgical procedure. Okay, because the brain chip implants requires a cut in the flesh. It requires a sharp pointed object to open your skin to get implanted with a chip, a brain chip, which ultimately is helping people with people that are paralyzed, people that cannot speak, people that cannot see. Okay, this is the ultimate deception, ultimately, that Revelation goes into. All right, but let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2 real quick. It says in verse 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. And ultimately the watchmen are the prophets. All right, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has set up to give warning to the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists, all right, of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay. Let's go back to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So make this vision, make this prophecy plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, so that anybody that reads this, you can go into the NLT. It says, write my answer plainly on tablets, so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. All right, so that he may run that readeth it. Okay, run and give this message. All right, so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. And concerning this prophecy, this mark in Revelation 13 and 16, it's speaking for itself right now, as we can read verse 3, Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So the truth will ultimately come out concerning the vision. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So this vision is going to speak for itself in the latter times. It might seem like it might take a while, but wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And what is this message that is speaking at the end? This vision is this mark in Revelation 13 and 16. Okay? Because this mark, when you go, like we went into the root etymology, which is going into an incision, a cut in the flesh, a scratch, an imprinted mark. Okay, Neuralink plans high volume brain implant production by 2026. Musk says Neuralink to kickstart high volume production of brain computer interface devices, and that's through an implantable chip. So Habakkuk 2 and 3, the vision is speaking for itself right now. The charagma, the charax, is speaking for itself right now. They are pushing mad production of implantable brain chips, which are gonna cause people to help speak again, people to help walk again. All right, these are ultimately are the miracles and the signs and lying wonders of this mark, this charagma, this physical mark, an incision in the flesh. All right. So when you go into this mark, all right, in Revelation 13 and 16, it clearly tells you that it's going to be made global. This implementation of this chip is going to be caused to be global. Okay, it says in Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So there's going to be a time where you must receive this chip, this brain implantable chip, or in your right hand, right? It says your right hand, or in their foreheads. And you cannot buy or sell unless you have this mark, this implantable chip. All right? Because ultimately, what this system, right, ruled by the wicked, because Job 9:24 tells you that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So if the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, it's this wicked that is pushing this both unto all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. Ultimately, when you go to Habakkuk 2:4, verse 5, it's going into the wicked and how his soul, well, let's get Habakkuk 2:4. And the wicked, all right, the border of wickedness. All right, the sons of the wicked, all right, is going to the nation of Edom, the self-proclaimed Caucasian race, the Edomites, all right, which are a people of red. They're not white. They are Edomites, which means Edom, which means red in the Hebrew, Arawam. Okay, their forefather was Esau, all right, the twin brother of Jacob, which makes up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, this is Habakkuk 2:4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So the soul which is lifted up and is not upright in him is speaking about the wicked, Esau, Edom. And then it tells you, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, certain philosophies, all right, lifestyles, philosophies, the ways of living, the wine, do as thou will. He is a proud man. Does this not tie in with Obadiah? The pride of thy heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Obadiah tells you a message concerning Edom and how he is a proud individual, a proud man, and the pride of his heart deceived him. Neither keepeth at home, he's a vagabond, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Let's get it in the NLT and see what it says. Verse 5, wealth is treacherous, and the arrogant are never at rest. They open their mouths as wide as a grave, and like death they are never satisfied. In their greed they have gathered up many nations and swallowed many people. You see? So verse 5 ties in when it says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So he is not satisfied. All right. He enlarges his desire as hell. He is as death, and cannot be satisfied until what? Until he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive this mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And this is something that's going to come upon the whole world. Right? Revelation 3:10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which patience goes into suffering, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the world. Salakia, that dwell upon the earth. And the hour of temptation that's going to come upon the whole world is this implementation of this charagma, the karax, the mark in Revelation 13 and 16, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. All right, and ultimately goes into giving you warning and warning the wicked to turn away from their wickedness. All right, so the same wicked man that continues in his iniquity shall die. Okay, and we're giving warning to the nation of Israel that there's a time, a hour of temptation coming upon us that a lot of camps are not warning of, because they don't have the correct understanding of this specific mark in Revelation 13 and 16, charagma, karax, which is physical implementation, a cut, an imprinted mark. All right, and the vision is speaking for itself right now. They're going to proceed with a large, numerous production of brain chip implants. Why? Because the hour of temptation is coming upon the whole world to try us. All right. But we are to lean unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai with faith. All right. Because as we see right here, once again in Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation that which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to protect his servants and guide his servants in these times to come. All right, but I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to go into this mark and how the vision is speaking for itself right now with what we're seeing. A lot of brain chip interface production, high volume production is set to take place. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Until the next one, Shalom.